This is Yohhamgambal. We're back playing Bayonetta 2. This is the bonus part because we beat the game in the last time. Right now, I'm just going to show you real quick. Since I'm here, I'm going to show you real quick how to grind for money. I'm just looking at the items real quick. This is pre-recorded because, like I said last time, I messed up. Forgot to make sure the microphone was actually the one recording it. So anyways, though, I was just kind of talking about a lot of the items here. One of the things I was talking about is to get a lot of the items here is you have to go to the doors in Chapter 1, put the game in handheld mode, knock on the doors with the stylus 3 times, then put in like an up-down code to get like the climax brace, which gives you maximum magic. Yeah, there's a lot of things, because to get like the climax brace, you have to get like platinum in every single trophy, pure platinum in every single final trophy, along with in climax mode, and that's just way too hard for me, so I was just like, not happening. So it gives you max magic, but what I was doing real quick is to get the gaze, because I had the time bracelet on, which lets you use witch time whenever you want. So anyways, though, to do the money grinding here, you want to have that totem that causes enemies to get pissed off at you, and then have the witch time activated and just use the bullets on them, and then you would just get so much money. Like, I don't get as much money as you can, but you can just make millions extremely quickly with this. It's just really good. And I think the harder the mode is too, the more money you get from it. So just put on the highest mode. These guys won't even be able to fight back. I think I make like, let's see, 1s, 10s, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000. I easily make 100,000 in this fight, just alone. And you can easily make more. And if you want to, you can use the little bell thing too, so every time you hit them, you make money. You can just get tons of money, and then, yeah. So it said I had 3,400 or something, 34,100 or something. And then look at that, bam, up to 4 immediately. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You get a ton of money real quick. But I just wanted to show you that real quick, and now I'm just showing you all the costumes. Bayonetta and John share the same costume list. Rosa does not have any costumes, unfortunately. And Baldur and Rodan have 2 unique costumes just for themselves, but that's it. So yeah, though, so you have the Mushroom Kingdom one. You have 2 Mushroom Kingdom ones. You have Peach, and then you have Daisy. When you're using Peach and Daisy, all the halos turn into coins, yellow, blue, and red respectively. And when you use Wicked Weave, you summon Bowser's fist and feet. Link, rubies turn into the rubies, the halos, and he can also his sword becomes the Master Sword, and you can block with the shield. Samus, you can charge beam, and you can morph ball and shoot bombs. And also have the visor down and cutscene or up. And the Fox one, you just, your guns can charge and you shoot little bombs out. And, yeah, that's about it. They're fun, so I just show you real quick. One thing is, though, I just go ahead and put the guns on. And then I'll show you the other weapons later. But yeah, so when you're using this, see, you summon Bowser. And then everything turns into coins. Lots of fun, and these costumes do appear in the cutscene. They're a lot of fun. Yeah, I wanted to use them before, but they cost so much money, and I didn't have access to them during the main mode, so it's whatever. I didn't realize they still had the totem on, so that's why I wasn't getting witch time. Because when they're angry, you have to be way more precise with your witch time. Yeah, so that's that. And then go ahead, show you Link. Yeah, Link's sword, any sword weapon you have turns into the Master Sword. That's the counter you can have on enemies' moves. It can be pretty good. Yeah, other than that though, it's not that much different. Yeah, nothing really different, just the Master Sword. It's fun though. It's cool. I like how everything's rubies. It's kind of, I don't really like the way the costume looks on her. Maybe it's the hat. It looks kind of weird on Bayonetta. It doesn't particularly look great on her, I think. Other than that, though, pretty simple. Not much to it other than that. Just some rubies, which are cool.
You're making it easy.
Yep. Hero of Time. Alright, and the next one is Samus. When you're using Samus, it's funny, in the cutscenes you can actually have her visor up or down. And when she jumps, the bombs, she'll place some bombs. They do explode. I don't think they do a lot of damage, though. Yeah. But it's fun. It's cool. I like it. Yeah. And that's about it. Just can shoot a charge beam. Does decent damage. It's not amazing, but it's just a fun little thing. Other than that, though, she plays exactly the same. That's the only thing she has about her. I think it's cool, though, that they do change a little bit. I don't know if I mentioned, though, Bowser, when you're using Peach or Daisy, the Bowser does add a fire element, I believe, to the Wicked Weave. So I think it does have a chance of actually burning enemies, which will help do more damage. So yeah, which is nice. And that's that. And then there's one more suit. I think the fox suit might be my favorite. I really like it. It's a really cool looking suit. I like it a lot. And if you have the guns on, you have little keychains that have Fox, Peppy, Falco, and Slippy dangling from them, which is pretty cool. Actually, Jean has a similar thing with her guns. Her normal guns, her Love is Blue, but they're not called Love is Blue. I think it's One for All, since it's a musketeer theme. But yeah. Other than that, though, not much different. I also have a different item for on when I dodge. I have the rosary beads on, so when I dodge, I don't get witch time, but I get a little explosion. There you go. For all the furries out there. Alright. I guess that's not quite furry. And you can ride on these things, by the way. No idea you can do that. So that's fun. And there you go. And anyways, we're going to show you all the weapons she has. So, you know, she has Love is Blue, that, sword, the hammer. She has Chain Chomp. And to get the Chain Chomp, I think you just have to beat the story on hard mode. You just have to beat the game on hard mode, if I remember correctly. Chain Chomp's pretty cool, though. It's pretty strong. He will actually attack enemies by himself a little bit, I think. There is a perfume that you can have on Bayonetta. For some reason, it wasn't letting me put it on, but it puts on a little Mario hat and a mustache. And then the other item we have is, after you beat the game on normal mode, you get the handguns. They're not good. They're obviously a joke weapon. They're just like the regular guns. You can shoot with them. You have the same combos. Only thing is, though, you can't use any Wicked Weaves. So they're pretty damn useless in that regard. And you don't do a lot of damage. But as you can see, though, the Chain Chomp is just really good. I wouldn't even say it's slow. It's fairly fast. I didn't realize I didn't have the... I had an item on that wasn't going to let me use my Umbran mode, and I wanted to show you that, but I didn't realize that, so I figured out in a minute. All Umbran mode does with the Chain Chomp is make him bigger and do more damage, which is fine. That works. You don't get anything for the handguns, though. Like I said, the handguns are worthless. So yeah, you have a whole bunch of items there. I go through them a little slower in a minute. Then you can see what they all do. But yeah, so as you can see, Chain Chomp just turns bigger. He acts kind of like a bomb, though. As you can see, he just kind of duplicates himself and starts munching on enemies. He's a lot of fun, though. He's a really fun weapon. That'd be cool if he's back in the third game. But the next weapon we have, which is probably one of my favorites, it was in the first game too, but a little different. Well, at first I show you these. Those guns just from the first game, and the sword from the first game, they act exactly the same. No different. It is a shame, though, that the shotgun and rocket launcher don't make a return. Those were really cool. But yeah, though, the sword and these guns, they're the exact same. The sword's a little different than the two swords we have in this game, but it pretty much acts the same for the most part. And these guns, I think, act exactly the same as Love is Blue. I don't think there's any difference to them. I don't think they have any sort of difference in attack. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure they don't act different. So, And I think you get those for beating the game on hard mode. I don't remember exactly. If you just play the game on hard mode and climax mode and stuff like that, you'll get them. You'll get these things. But yeah, the sword's pretty cool. It's fun. It's a nice little item from the past game. But the real cool weapon though is the one I'm going to show you next. Is Rodan. There was also a Rodan weapon in the first game, if I remember correctly, and it acted exactly the same as this one does now. Just different combos. So once I beat this guy, eventually, I'll get it. I'll get there eventually. I'm just doing real bad. I was trying to use the gun a little more and see if there was any difference in it, but there wasn't. And he's almost done. Hopefully. There you go, yeah. Looks like it summoned Matter Butterfly a little differently.
You're making it easy.
But, yeah, so then, go ahead, show you the last one, which is Rodan. Rodan's weapon's really cool, though. What it does is, it is just all the demon and angel weapons in the game. So depending on what combo you do, obviously, you get different inferno and angelic weapons. So it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun to use. You can do a lot of damage with them if you use them right. And they're just cool. This one was also in the first game, but there were some different weapons in that game, like the angel saxophone horn. You don't have that in this game, so you don't get to summon it, unfortunately. So that was a pretty cool weapon too. It's what it is. But you got some new weapons, though, that you didn't in the first game. Like the swords and the hammer arm things. But yeah, so real quick, just got to show you all the different items we have. So, okay, I think I go fast, but those butterflies provide you a protective that you summon butterflies and they'll take a hit for you. I'll show you them in a second. But they take, like, I think, a magic orb. And then, of course, you have, like... Unfortunately, I was trying to get all my magic back so I could show you, but you can't use that in this mode. When you use the climax brace, you don't get ranking, so you can't use it in, like, climax mode. So, yeah. And that one just makes your Wicked Weave stronger. That one summons the butterflies to protect you from some hits. That one summons demons to attack enemies. That one gets you more money from torture attacks. That one makes your Wicked Weave stronger. Let's see, the next one, eventually. Come on, there you go. That one summons the robot. That one gives you unlimited magic. That one gives you witch time whenever you want. That one lets you have at least 2 orbs. That one reflects attacks when you time it right. That one makes enemies enraged. This one allows a little bomb to appear instead of witch time when you dodge. That one lets you heal from taunts. And the last one lets you activate witch time when you get hit automatically, but it takes a magic gauge. So yeah. So really quick, I'm going to show you the butterfly. It's actually not a bad ability, but bad trinket, but I never really used it. So you just summon it by pressing X and A at the same time. I do it in a second, eventually. I forgot that it only needed like a single orb to activate. So yeah, summon the little butterflies, and they don't take any magic until you make more. Unlike the little demons you summon for attacking, those guys are constantly taking magic away from you. But they'll do a lot of damage though. Like they'll just start attacking like crazy. And as long as you keep feeding them magic, they'll just keep attacking. They'll disappear once you run out of magic. But yeah, they're really fun to use too. I like them a lot. One thing that's kind of cool about them is, and I think they're a reference to Devil May Cry, they look like the Reapers from the first game a lot. I don't know if they actually are, but they look very much like that to me. And that's kind of everything. Kind of give you a better look. Yeah, see? And with that, go ahead and show you the other characters now. So we got... Jean, like I said, has the same costumes as Bayonetta. So no different. And if you played the game as Jean, she appears in the cutscenes if I remember correctly. One thing about Jean though is her witch time is a lot tighter to activate, so you have to dodge a little closer to when the enemies are about to hit you. But her Wicked Weave is stronger than Bayonetta, so you can do a lot more damage a little faster with the Wicked Weave. Especially if you activate Umbran your Umbran mode, then you can just stack tons of damage on enemies. But yeah, so yeah, she's a lot of fun to use too. Jean is a lot of fun to use. I like that outfit. That's funny. I don't know why it makes me laugh. But yeah, so I'll just show you real quick. She's really not that different. One thing is though, she has all the same weapons as Bayonetta's, but they're all slightly different in name. A couple weapons are the same though. So there's like the Angel Slayer, Agni, like she has the Chain Chomp, obviously that's still the same name, but that's a little different. That's still the same name. That's a different name. That's a different name. All for One, that's different. It's got little cats instead, which is pretty cute. But otherwise though, she's same weapons, same combos, pretty much the same, just just does a little more damage. She does turn into a different animal though, and I think when she does Bat Within, it's actually she turns into butterflies. When she's in the water though, she does turn into a centipede. Those giant centipedes we saw in the demon realm, she turns into those. So yeah, butterflies. I think I'm about to change to the gun because I wanted to show you her Wicked Weave. Her Wicked Weave is slightly different in look. It's white, obviously because she has white hair. But other than that though, she's the same. I don't think she does any more damage otherwise, just her Wicked Weave is stronger. But yeah, that I tore through them. Alright, and the next character I need to show you is Rosa, Bayo's Mamo. Rosa's interesting because she doesn't have any costumes and she doesn't have any other weapons. But she does more damage to enemies, but she also takes more damage. But her Umbran Climax is also interesting because she just summons the robot automatically. I think I'm also pretty sure she... Okay, she can. Okay, for some reason I thought she couldn't wear accessories. She can. But, yeah. So, and her guns are super cool. Like, she just does shit tons of damage super fast, but she is the definition of a glass cannon. And she turns into a giant tiger. I don't remember what her, water form is. I think it's just a snake like Bayonetta's.
Come to mommy.
But yeah, though, she just does lots of damage super quick. And she can Wicked Weave still, obviously, but she doesn't... She just summons the giant robot for her Umbran mode, which works for her. But yeah, she's, as you can see, just tears through enemies. Her guns are super cool, though. I think she turns into bats, too, though. And that's it. Not much else. That's it. Turns into a robot. Now, the only thing we need to do, really, is to show you the two other characters you can use, but you can only use them in tag mode, which is the competitive mode you can do with other players online or locally. And show your guns. Really cool. So yeah, we only have to show you Rodan and Baldur, and you unlock those guys by just playing through the tag mode and beating them in tag mode. So yeah, so here's Baldur. Oops, hold on. No, there you go, Rodan. And of course they have their two own costumes. He has his New York style from the first game and his Japanese style, and then Baldur has his mask and unmasked.
I am the right eye.
Yep, and so you play with CPU, since I didn't have anybody to play with. I think Rosa would be appropriate. And then we fight. You just go through like 6 of these. Your goal is to try and beat more enemies than your partner that you're playing with. It's pretty simple. It's okay. I don't know. It's a bummer you can only use Baldur and Rodan. It would have been cool if you could use them in the story, if they had, or even if they had their own short story campaign. That would have been awesome. Unfortunately, that isn't in here, but you know, maybe we'll get something like that in the third game. I doubt it, but that'd be cool. Yeah, though, as you can see, though, he just goes ham on shit, though. Uses all the things you can, and when you fight him, you can summon stuff. I've never really used him a ton, so I don't really know what his combos are exactly. But, and thankfully, you can still taunt. Thank God. But it's cool, though, when you go into his Umbran mode, he turns into the form from like the first game when you fought him. And he has his little wings and stuff. It's pretty cool. So again, fight another thing just to give you a little idea of what he's like. Yeah, so he's pretty fun though. Again, he has Witch Time, which is nice. But yeah, his glaives turn huge, and then he just starts shooting magic everywhere. But yeah, though it's a bummer that you can't use them in the story mode. It would have been awesome, but I guess I understand. I don't know, it's still a bummer. Or even, like I said, a short campaign would have been cool, but again, I kind of get it. You can at least use them in tag mode, so it's not the end of the world. Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm tired. Okay, and here's Rodan. Rodan's interesting. He's really slow, and he doesn't actually have a dodge. He can only block. But he hits like a fucking freight train, as you can see. I mean, I'm really bad with him, though, because I forgot he couldn't dodge. I'm really bad with him, though. As you can see, I'm not very good with them. One thing that's funny, though, is instead of shooting bullets, he shoots lasers out of his eyes. It's cool. But yeah, as you can see, I'm losing. Bayonetta's winning. But yeah, he's really strong. He's fun, and when you activate Umbran mode for him, he just turns into his devil trigger form, basically. It's basically Dante, kind of. When Dante has the, he's like Dante from Devil May Cry 3, when he has the bracer weapon. It's kind of what that reminds me of.
Let the games begin.
Yeah, unfortunately, we lost to Bayo. I'm sorry, Mike Tyson. And then, anyways, this is actually a secret match you can get. You can actually fight against your Leo demon. Yeah, so it's actually pretty cool. You can actually, this is the only place you can ever fight this guy. You can't find him anywhere else. You can only fight him in tag mode, which is interesting. That they made a unique fight just for this guy here. It's basically like a demon boss fight that you think you would have encountered in the normal game. I kind of wonder if you were supposed to meet him and he was cut contact? Or maybe they just... Well, it can't be cut because they have him here. I think you could fight him in Bayonetta, in the original Wii U Bayonetta as well. It's just in tag mode still. So I guess maybe it was always meant to be in tag mode. So yeah, as you can see, turned into a demon. Pretty cool. Didn't get to do much because I'm terrible with Rodan. I think his guard just blocks against everything. I'm not sure if it does damage or anything. Yeah, I don't know. But he's still pretty fun to play with. I didn't really do tag mode a lot because I didn't really like it that much. I don't know. It's okay. I mean, the whole point is to play with your friends, and I guess I could have done with my little brother, but I don't know. I just don't like tag mode all the time.
Let's have some fun.
And there you go. That's it.
It's tough being so damn cool.
Now, the only thing left to do is to actually fight Rodan. And let me tell you, it's not going to go well. I just try a couple of times, but I get totally destroyed. I didn't realize the first time I was fighting him, I was as Rosa, which is really not a good idea because Rosa can't even take like 4 hits from this man. Thankfully,
been a while since you and I threw down.
Thankfully, if you lose this, he gives you a refund for your ticket, so you don't ever have to rebuy it again. I mean, you do have to rebuy it again if you want to fight him, but you never have to get the money again. You always get a refund. Rodan is extremely hard. If you want to actually see a competent fight with him, you're going to have to look somewhere else on YouTube because I am not providing that for you. I just honestly don't have the patience to fight him. He's super difficult. Like, look at that. I mean, it doesn't help that I was using Rosa. But even still, though, look how little damage you do to him. Yeah, so I try again as Rosa real quick, but I think I beat him one time, but I kind of am doubting that, though. There's no way I beat him. I don't believe I beat him in the past. He is so hard. And you don't get anything. Well, actually, that's not true. You do get something. You actually get... If you beat him, you can then buy the Rodan weapon. But I just went ahead and used the door code. in the first chapter because I'm not good enough to beat him. Sorry, Rosa. I guess that's actually where you are anyways, though, since you're dead. So yeah, I tried with Bayonetta. I think that's my favorite costume, her original costume from the first game. I do a little better. Not much, obviously. You can't use the climax bracelet. I also don't think you can use items. There is a way to beat him a little easier if you use if you freeze him, attack him, and like throw him, I believe. But yeah, as you can see, it's just not happening. I am not good enough to beat him, unfortunately. Wish I was, but I mean, I probably could if I really put my mind to it, but I honestly just didn't have the patience to do it. But yeah, though, so that's pretty much everything Bayonetta 2 has to offer. That's all the secrets, all the weapons. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this LP. So this is Yohhamgambal. Thanks for watching. See you next time as I see you in my next one. No idea what it is, and maybe it'll be, hopefully I'll see you again for Bayonetta 3 someday. So I'll see you then. Okay, bye then.